Jeffrey Epstein's former lawyer, Alan Dershowitz, spoke at the Stand With Us conference, bragging about power and bragging about the fact that him and what he says Jewish people collectively should embrace that. So before I play this video, this is again a sensitive topic, so I'm going to show my disclaimer here. Again, not intended to promote hate towards any group of people, just showing public documents and videos. Independent verification is required. Now that I got that out of the way, take a listen to this and let's talk about it.
Jews are too powerful. We're too strong. We're too rich. We control the media. We have too much this, we have too much that. And we often apologetically deny our strength and our power. Don't do that. Don't do that. We have earned the right to influence public debate. We have earned the right to be heard. We have contributed disproportionately to the success of this country. Never, ever apologize for using our strength and our influence in the interest of peace. And if you need a biblical source for it, just remember the...
And I'm just going to stop right there. So personally, I think this is the one time I think I'll ever agree with this man. Don't hide what you know to be true and what you know other people to be true. If you're a successful billionaire, it's in your best interest not to lie about that and state that you're not a successful billionaire influencing campaigns, influencing political campaigns, funding millions and millions of dollars. Don't hide that because the information's public. Ultimately, just own up to it. If you're doing corrupt things like living in Israel, such as Miriam Adelson, and funding a political campaign, Donald Trump's, for $250 million, it's probably not in your best interest to lie about that or say that you don't have undue influence, because people see right through that. Ultimately, just own it at that point. At that point, just own it. Okay, here's the thing with Alan Dershowitz. I should actually make an entire video just going on a deep dive of Alan Dershowitz, because this guy in of itself deserves a video of his own. I'm going to go through some other videos that he was recently, recently gave in interviews. Kim Iverson, she actually did a video with him. This was back in 2024 regarding Jeffrey Epstein and his ties to Mossad. So I thought this clip was really interesting. Take a listen to this.
Himself, but he killed himself.
Many of us suspect that Jeffrey Epstein was an asset to Mossad, and that Ghislaine Maxwell was in fact an agent of Mossad. There's a lot of evidence that point to this direction.
Interesting.
And that they were operating a blackmail operation.
I have to talk over a little
to
bit
get very powerful people, including people like yourself, in precarious positions to where you could potentially work on behalf of the state of Israel or protect the state of Israel.
I've been working on the state of Israel. I've been working for the state of Israel since before you were born. Jeffrey Epstein once visited me in Israel. He had never been there. He didn't.
So I have to just pause right now. First off, I would never be able to do an interview like this. So props to Kim Iverson for even doing it and just asking the straight up questions, and then also saying, no, there's a lot of evidence to point to this. I wouldn't be able to speak to this man respectfully, and I don't want to speak to, I'd rather just not do it at all. That's the first thing. We know he's lying through his teeth. I'm surprised this was done back in 2024. This is before all of what we already seen has recently came out. I wonder how he would be able to react if people showed him the documents. I think he would just lie through his teeth and say, no, I'm not connected to Israeli Mossad whatsoever. You know, so we have this interview where he's talking, no, I don't have connections. And then in the video I showed prior stating, oh, yes, I am incredibly powerful. We should own up to that. The lie there in the previous video, not this one, was that he talked about how some of his actions, and I'm focusing specifically on Alan Dershowitz, I'm not talking about or generalizing a group collectively, I have to say that, is that he's stating that he's using it for peace, while what we know is a lot of his actions weren't done for peace at all, actually. They were done for the interest of a foreign country. That's not for peace. If anything, every single one of his actions that have been alleged and speculated and shown in the documents are related to very disgusting things that Epstein carried out, with Alan Dershowitz very much knowing what was going on. Okay, so here's another, let's see, I think I saved another video. Here's this one, and this one was from January 6th, so about a month ago now. And, you know, just take a listen to this, where Maria Farmer, and I've previously talked about her a lot. Maria Farmer is Jeffrey Epstein's first victim, who says that she was, she was abused by Jeffrey Epstein and Maxwell, and she talked about the fact that they were supremacists that treated her less than because she was a quote ignorant white girl or stupid white girl. Again, direct quote almost from Maria Farmer herself. So, Alan Dershowitz then lies about her.
She focused on a woman named Farmer. Now, Farmer accused lots of people. All of them were Jewish. She said, quote,
it's very hard to hear. The audio is low. He calls her anti-Semitic for talking about her lived experiences, going through the tragedies, the disgusting things that she had went through as one of Jeffrey Epstein's victims, and he defamed her in the media and stated that she was anti-Semitic because she was just simply sharing the experiences that she went through under Jeffrey Epstein. This is who Alan Dershowitz is. Okay, this is who the guy is. He brags about his influence. Then he talks to individuals like Kim Iverson and says, oh no, even though I have a lot of influence and I use it, I'm not using it for the state of Israel. Even though a lot of the things I do are connected to Israel, that's not what I'm actually using it for. And then when people call him out, including Jeffrey Epstein's own victims, he'll come out publicly and state, well, that person is actually just a hateful person. They're not a victim, they're a hater. Alan Dershowitz, especially, I think he's truly one of the most, I have to be careful with some of the words I use. I'm disgusted by him in so many different ways. Barry Weiss, the new editor-in-chief of CBS, was previously at a conference where she publicly said that she wants to have more charismatic individuals. Charismatic was the word she used specifically. Charismatic individuals on CBS like Alan Dershowitz. Alan Dershowitz is a charismatic personality. Charismatic personality is the word she used. Charismatic personality like Alan Dershowitz. Okay, that's who Barry Weiss believes is respected personalities to put on CBS News. That's what's kind of going on. This is the guy, though, and I think that if you did, I really am going to do a deep dive video on him. So if you have any information on him that's not as reported, let me know. Send me an email, wrashid@walirashid.com. I really want to do a deep dive on this guy. This is the kind of personality he is, absolutely abhorrent statements he makes, and then blaming people that call out these abhorrent things that he's done. It's sick. It's truly sick. So that's it for this video, guys. If you found it interesting, I'd appreciate it if you give it a thumbs up and subscribe as well. If you want to see my daily recap videos and you join as a member, you can do that. I just recently started my membership like a week and a half ago, so I'd appreciate that as well. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next video.